global, AIDS is global, really. It's everywhere. Even if you're living in the US, there's global AIDS in the USA. So we worked with the kids from other countries. Some of them don't even, I've had kids come in who wouldn't eat, and we're both infected, and I made some crazy concoction of tuna fish and cottage cheese, which has a ton of protein in it, and told them they wouldn't like it because it's big people food, and of course they wanted it. So I thought, oh, I don't know, are you sure? And they're like, yeah. So I gave it to them, they ate it, and Mom opened the door to come and get them, and she saw that they were eating. She shut the door and left. When she came back, she was frantic. What were you feeding them? She was digging through the trash can to take the containers of what I had fed her children so that she could go buy that and give that to them so that they would eat.
When I think of Barb, I also think of the significant loss that she overcame in losing her son to this disease, and being with her, and the strength and resolve and the love that came from her during that process. And I see it every time I see her. I see it when she's working with other families that are dealing with it. That beauty is unsurpassed.
I don't think anybody can listen to Barb's story and not be moved. And in the probably between 10 and 20 times I've heard her story, not one of those times has gone by where I haven't welled up with tears. And none of the hard and rough men in class, can hide the fact that they're also sort of, rubbing their eyes a little when Barb tells her story and just shares about her son. It's a powerful experience, and it touches so many of the students in our class that after class is over, she's like the Pied Piper. I mean, they're just the students rush her and want to talk to her and want to shake her hand and want to touch her, just because of the power and authenticity of her story and because of the power of who she is.
My son didn't get to. He passed away when he was 6 from AIDS, and he didn't get to do that. So for him in his life, when I found out he had AIDS, I wanted to make every day he had as good as I can make that day, and start with short goals. So when you talk about what does the future hold, I try to stay in the short goal realm, so that once you achieve those short goals, when he was a baby and I found out that he had AIDS, my goal was that he could say the word mama. And then that he would be able to talk, and that he would be able to walk, and that he would be able to go to school. And he got to do all those things. So I'm like, so thankful that he got to do the things that he did. I miss him terribly. Yeah, I want the kids to not get infected, I really do, because it sucks. It's not glamorous, it sucks. And sometimes I'm sick and my meds make me sick, and I don't get to pick the day and I don't get to pick the time, but I don't have time to sit around on the couch all day. I have to, suck it up and move through the pain, and then eventually the stomachache goes away. But he's in everything I do, really. And he touched so many lives that I didn't know that he touched. I had a guy come in one day asking, where's that cute little blonde kid that ran around here? And I was like, that was my son Logan, and he passed away. And he said, I saw you speak with him on World AIDS Day at ASU, and I was on heroin that day. And I said, if that little kid can do it, I can do it, and I haven't used it since. And I thought, wow, this little kid has that kind of an impact on people? Like, not just about HIV, but in general, like how amazing is that? It's just, he touched a lot of lives in his short 6 years. And he was cute and sweet and funny and had big brown eyes and little dimples. And
the only thing I'll quarrel with you about is you said he touched, and I think that's the wrong tense. He continues to touch.
Yes, he continues to touch lives even today.